The women's 100 meters at the Kingston Grand Slam Track meeting looked loaded with star power. Olympic champions, world medalists, and elite hurdlers all lined up expecting a fierce battle for victory. But when the gun fired, one athlete immediately took control and never looked back. In this analysis, we'll examine Danielle Williams' winning performance, the technical details behind her explosive start, Akira Nugent's challenge on home soil, and the surprising struggles of several major contenders. We'll also explore why this race was about much more than a fast time. It was a statement about depth, versatility, and the future of Jamaican sprinting.
Main event, 60 hurdles, and says she's ready to win this. This is hers to win. Jasmine Camacho-Quinn, again, fairly swift over 100 meters. A lot of them are around the sort of 11.2, 11.3 mark.
Yeah.
Masai Russell, perhaps a little slower though. Really disappointing from her yesterday, only finished 5th, the Olympic champion in the hurdles. Next to her, Denisha Cartwright. Came back from China, made a semi-final in those World Indoors. She's pretty swift as well, watch out for her. And then on the outside will be Amber Hughes, another who was representing the USA at the World Indoor Championships in the hurdles. So it says short hurdles, but no barriers, just the wind and your competitor here.
Yeah, man. Tia Jones yesterday was a surprise, but not a surprise. It's so competitive in the 100-meter hurdles that there's usually 5 or 6 competitors that really have a chance to win.
Next to her, and away they get. Nugent gets a good start, so is Danielle Williams, and Tia Jones has been left a little bit at the moment. Also going well is Cartwright, but look at Williams. Williams is going to take this. Williams just gets the lead. 11.54, and Tia Jones was nowhere, absolutely nowhere, and almost stopped running at the end there. Nugent with 8 points in second place, but that's not going to be enough. It's going to be Danielle Williams, after running brilliantly yesterday, to take second place in the hurdles. She got out well, got a little advantage early on. Cartwright started very quickly as well.
So as I said before, hurdlers are usually used to being up by 3 steps. But Danielle Williams actually has a pretty good drive phase, keeping her head down for about 20 meters. And she's got a short torso, long legs. Was able to open up her stride. Nugent tried to close, was probably pretty surprised to see Williams accelerate past her in the middle of the race like that. High knees. She looks like a good 100-meter runner. She's got a good frame for it. You always like to see athletes with the short torso and the long legs. Nugent really grimacing, trying to get across the line, so the huge surprise was seeing Danielle Williams out in front. But as you can see in the outside, jumping out of the blocks was Cartwright, surprisingly.
Yeah, she just faded, didn't she, in the end, and Camacho-Quinn came through really strongly. So she takes a third, and that's going to mean, as we said, that Williams will be the slam champion.
Coming into this race, most of the attention was focused elsewhere. Tia Jones had just picked up a big win the day before and looked full of confidence. Akira Nugent was racing on home soil with the Jamaican crowd behind her. Olympic medalists, world champions, and some of the biggest names in track and field were all lined up, ready for battle. But within seconds, it became clear that this race was about to tell a completely different story. Danielle Williams stepped onto the track without the spotlight that surrounded some of her rivals. Known primarily as a 2-time world champion in the 100-meter hurdles, she arrived as a respected contender. By the time the race was over, she had completely stolen the show. The key moment came right from the start. While others were still trying to find their rhythm, Williams exploded out of the blocks. Her first few steps were powerful, controlled, and incredibly efficient. By the 30-meter mark, several of the pre-race favorites were already chasing. And that's when the upset truly began to unfold. Akira Nugent tried to stay within striking distance, fueled by the energy of the home crowd. But as the race progressed, Williams looked stronger with every stride. She wasn't just maintaining her speed, she was still accelerating. The decisive phase came between 40 and 70 meters, the section where elite sprint races are often won or lost. And in that critical window, Danielle Williams took complete control. Just watch how smooth she looked. No wasted movement. No tension. Her upper body remained relaxed while her legs generated tremendous power. Every stride looked effortless, yet she was pulling away from some of the fastest women in the world. Meanwhile, Nugent was fighting desperately to close the gap. The effort was there, but the momentum belonged to Williams. She never looked rattled. She never looked threatened. And perhaps the most impressive part of all was how she earned this victory. She didn't benefit from mistakes by her rivals. She didn't rely on a dramatic late comeback. She simply outperformed everyone from the opening meters to the finish line. What was supposed to be a showcase for some of the sport's biggest stars turned into a reminder for the entire track and field world: never underestimate Danielle Williams. On a track filled with Olympic champions, world medalists, and rising stars, she delivered the strongest statement of the night. And she did it with authority. A night full of Olympic champions, world medalists, and rising stars. Yet when the spotlight was at its brightest, Danielle Williams delivered the statement performance of the evening. What did you think of the race? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more elite track and field coverage. Thank you for watching. This was Zap. And I'll see you in the next one.